Welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm excited to bring you another imperative health topic today. Today, I want to talk all about sunscreen. I was actually just had a little mini vacation with my husband at the beach, and we were just, you know, at the beach and watching the people, and I'm seeing them with their sunglasses and spraying on their chemical sunscreen, and I'm, can't take it. And I'm just like, man, when did we become so disconnected from nature that we block the very thing that gives us life? Sunlight is a nutrient that we absolutely need, and it is the very thing that gives us life. Like I just said, without the sun, we do not exist. I don't know what we makes it. I mean, I know it's the programming that we have that makes us think that we should block it. But when you are blocking sunlight, you are blocking the very thing that heals us, okay, on a fundamental level. So in my opinion, and many others in the quantum space and who have studied the healing power of sunlight and who understand how sunlight provides us with life and everything that we need. I believe sunscreen is an absolute complete scam. Okay. So sunblock is a scam. Okay. First of all, it's full of toxic chemicals that your skin will absolutely, okay, absorb. Your skin is one of your largest organs. It's one of your largest detox organs. So whatever you put on your body, and this not only goes for sunscreen, but it comes from deodorants and lotions and perfumes and hairspray and makeup and all those things. Whatever you put onto your body gets absorbed into your body. Okay. All those chemicals, like all those ingredients that you can't read on the back of it, your body is actually absorbing all of that. Okay. And then this is like really big job for your liver to have to detoxify it, which it's already got a big enough job to do in this toxic world that we live in already. So that's one. Okay. So your skin is actually absorbing all these toxic chemicals. This is actually creating more of an inflammatory response in the body. So it's really not good. Okay. This causes a lot of inflammation in the body. And honestly, this contributes to skin cancer because you are filling your body with toxins and overburdening your body with toxins that it cannot handle. And cancer is many things, but one thing it usually is an overburdened body of toxins that can't detoxify things well. Okay, so you're just clogging everything up. Usually they're petroleum based. They have lots of different chemicals. Okay, when you wear sunblock, you don't get the message from the body that you've had enough and it's time to seek shade. So in the beginning of the year, I build what's called a solar callus, and I'll notice I'll get maybe a little bit of a pinkening on my skin before my melanin, which I've just done a video on as well, so you can check that one out. I think I have a few videos on melanin and the importance of it. That's your natural sunblock. Your tan is your natural sunblock. It's your protector against any possible UV radiation. But when you go outside and you're building up your solar callus, you'll get this pinkening on your skin. And this pinkening is a histamine response. And it's actually telling your body, hey, you've had enough for today. Go in. When you wear sunblock, you won't get that pinkening response. So you won't get that. You won't have the clues from your body to let your body know that you had enough for the day. Okay. This is actually dangerous. Okay. And you stay in the sun a lot longer than you would have. Okay. If you would have got this response, right? And then we also are not using sunlight appropriately. Like we're not meant to just go out on a beautiful, summer day in a UV index of 10, when our skin and our cells have not been continually preconditioned to receive that light frequency. We need to build up our solar callus slowly and be going out when the UV index is low. So then when the UV index is higher, our body and our skin and our cells are prepared to receive that light. Okay. So the more your body, the longer you stay in the sun, the more you can actually, the more you get out in sunlight and you build your melanin, the more sunlight you'll be able to tolerate, and the better you'll be able to use the light to help you heal, regenerate, and repair. Okay, which is exactly what it does. Now, when you wear sunblock, you're also blocking the healing power of sunlight, the many healing benefits of sunlight. I have tons of videos on sunlight and the healing benefits of it. One of them I know is have the healing power of sunlight on the skin. So go check that one out. Okay. And of course, you're going to block the body's ability to make vitamin D. The only way the body can make vitamin D is when exposed, the skin and eyes are exposed to UVB sunlight. That is the only way. Now, of course, we all know that vitamin D has so many amazing immune and health benefits, right? So we don't want to block this. We want to give that signal to our body to synthesize the vitamin D. When your body makes vitamin D, it actually interacts with cholesterol sulfate on the skin, and then it needs a couple of cofactors, but it needs LDL cholesterol, and UVB sunlight is one of them. And it will interact with that sulfate on your skin, and it will then sulfate all the proteins it touches and run through your body and be transported way differently than if you took a pill. I'm going to do a video on vitamin D, and I'll explain that a little bit further in that one. But right now, let's focus on the sunscreen, okay? So you don't want to block your ability to make vitamin D, but you also don't want to block all the other healing powers of UV sunlight, okay, which is boosting of neurotransmitters, balancing blood sugar, balancing hormones, balancing blood pressure, helping your body detoxify things like heavy metals and parasites and mold and viruses. There's so many benefits, balancing hormones, balancing your gut microbiome. So you don't want to miss out on all of those benefits that you'd be getting from sunlight, building easy exclusion zone water, building subcellular melatonin, helping your body make more serotonin, make more melatonin, more dopamine, all of these things. You don't want to block that, okay, by putting on toxic sunscreen, okay? And now I know some of you are going to say, well, I'm fearful of the sun. I don't know how, I'm worried I'm going to get skin cancer. We're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? I just feel like most people we're so disconnected with nature. We have lost the ability to build our own natural sunblock, which is our melanin. And you need to learn how to build your own melanin. And I can teach you how to do that. That's one of the things I do. I teach people how to use sunlight as a healing modality. Okay. So your body has this innate ability to build its own natural sunblock. It's called melanin. Okay. Melanin provides us with selective antioxidants, which means those antioxidants go where your body needs. Okay. They send electrons to squelch inflammation where your body needs it. Okay. And it protects you from the sun's radiation, and it leaves you only with the healing power and benefits of sunlight. All right. So I used to be pale ghost white. I just want you to know that I was, never out in sunlight, and I didn't have this beautiful tan. And I didn't think I could build a beautiful tan because I'd always burn, and I was sensitive to the sun and have reactions to the sun. But now that I built in this beautiful tan, I can get out in sunlight anytime and just absorb the healing frequencies of sunlight without an issue. Okay. And this, of course, has taken time. Okay. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about two things. If you're not sure how to use the sunlight correctly, okay, take a look at my light webinar. I have a Get Your Light Right ebook. You can download that for $30, and you could learn how to use sunlight as medicine. I also take one-on-one clients. This is at brightlightwellnesscoach.com. I have room for one-to-one client currently right now because I don't take many. And then I also have personalized healthcare plans where I'll write you a personalized sunlight protocol and nutrition protocol and all the things about how to realign your circadian, your quantum biology to support your health and your healing. Okay. All the lifestyle practices and principles you need. And that will come with a personalized video recording of me explaining your plan. So those are many options and ways you can work with me, and how you can learn how to, build your melanin, build your solar callus, and use sunlight as a safe and effective healing modality, and stop wearing toxic sunscreen. Okay. But I do want to take a few minutes and just talk about sunlight and cancer. And I want you to know that sunlight does not cause cancer. And it's one of the biggest health scams out there. And it's causing us that this programming, this fear mongering is causing us to be fear the sun, and to wear glasses and hats and cover up our with clothes and wear sunblock inside. Like, it's insane. Okay. So we've been taught to fear the sun, but the thing is that every single study that's been done that says that UVB light causes cancer is done with artificial UV light. The sun is never just one light spectrum. It's not just UVB. It also comes with red, infrared, yellow, green, blue, all these other light frequencies. And the red frequencies help balance out the UV frequencies. So that balance of the red and the blue and the violet negate this whole inflammatory response that cancer would cause. So when you're doing studies that don't actually mimic the sun, they're not actually valid. Okay. So most people live indoor lifestyles, are not exposed to sunlight, and cancer rates continue to rise. Okay. So that's a red flag. And actually, the people who regularly sunbathe are less likely to have skin cancer, even melanoma. Honestly, I think that where the skin cancer is coming from personally is artificial blue light, because artificial blue light is, again, that blue light frequency without the infrared and red light frequencies, which help balance the blue. Red is the antidote to blue in lights, okay? So in nature. So if you're getting a lot of exposure to artificial blue light, which most people are, LEDs, fluorescents, screens, phones, computers, laptops, TVs, all these things, these will have artificial blue light without the balance of the red frequencies. If you're constantly exposed to that light frequency, that's the same light that you'd be exposed to, this light, first of all, at the wrong time causes suppression of melatonin, which causes you to not repair and heal overnight, which then causes cancer to pop up. That's number one. Okay. But also that light frequency is dehydrating to your cells. It damages the mitochondria and it causes inflammation. And the sunlight does not. Okay. So, and that's the light frequency that most of us are around more times. Think about how often you're around your blue lit phone than you are to the sun. Probably around your blue lit phone more, and maybe not. Maybe you're doing the things, but most people are, right? And honestly, when it comes to cancer too, the likelihood that your basal cell or your carcinomas or your squamous cell is going to metastasize to melanoma is it's like a less than 5% chance. It's very rare. And the other thing is that two things. If you do develop a melanoma, okay, recent studies are showing that if you expose yourself to more sunlight, the less likely chance that you will die from or have mortality from that melanoma. So if you do develop a melanoma and you get more sunlight, you're more likely to heal, okay, than if you get a melanoma and you live an indoor lifestyle. So what does that tell you right there? The sunlight is healing. Think about the healing power of vitamin D and how much we need vitamin D, right? This is healing to us. Vitamin D reduces, well, first of all, sunlight exposure reduces all-cause mortality to any disease, okay? But of course, vitamin D is what helps fight cancer, right? And you can't just go supplement it with a pill. It's not the same effect, okay? So this is what I'm trying to say here, right? So I honestly think it's the artificial blue light that's causing a lot of the skin cancer, plus the diets that we're eating, plus the toxins we're exposed to, plus the medications we choose to use. There's a lot of pluses, okay? But it's one of the reasons, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. And then I also just want to share a couple other facts that malignant melanoma incidents are higher in office workers than they are in those that work outside. So people who work indoors under fluorescent lights, in blue lights, under artificial lights are more likely to develop melanoma than those who work outside in nature. Okay. They have actually twice the risk of developing it. Sunblock can cause cancer cells to grow. Sunglasses contributes to imbalances in hormones, sunburns, and cancer. I have a video all about sunglasses and why they're harmful to your health and why you should ditch them. Malignant melanomas are actually more likely to occur in places on the body that are not exposed to sunlight. So like on the stomach or on the butt or on the back, like that's usually covered up with clothing. And actually that people in northern latitudes where there's less UV light are more likely to get melanoma than those that live at the equator where there's more UV light. I mean, there's right there alone, right? Is your answer. Okay. So sunlight actually is healing to our bodies, our mitochondria, our health, our redox. It provides us it's a nutrient that we need. It provides us with so much health benefits. We need to stop fearing the sun, stop blocking its healing potential, and stop listening to these fear-mongering, physicians who are telling us to block the sun and block nature and block the very thing that heals us. Okay. So I hope that this video was helpful. Like I mentioned before, if you want to work with me, I have availability for 1 one-to-one coaching client right now. I also have availability for personalized healthcare plans, which I mentioned, that gives you those 2 plans. It's personalized to meet your health goals and gives you the video recording. And then I also have my Light Right ebook. It's called Light Webinar on my website, or get your Light Right ebook. Buy that for yourself, $30. You'll learn the sunlight protocol and you'll know how to use sunlight as safe and effective medicine. And then you can ditch your toxic sunscreen. Oh, I do want to point out that if you are a little bit fearful of the sun, even after listening to this, and you want to do something on your own, you can use like tallow and coconut oil, like grass-fed tallow and organic coconut oil. And this has an SPF of 15, actually. I would still recommend getting some exposure to sunlight on your skin without anything. But then if you want to put on some of that, that will be my healthy recommendation to you. Okay. It's a way, way better alternative than sunscreen. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please, let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, all the things, right? And I'll catch you guys on the next video. You can shoot me a question at contact@brightlightwellnesscoach.com. Shoot me in the comments below. And let me know what else you want to know about. What are the questions you have? And I look forward to supporting your health in the future. Have an awesome day.